how did you come up with this idea, Food Kings?
Basically, I wanted to be an entrepreneur when I was in my engineering fourth year. But if you see my background as a child, I wanted to get a job. That was my dream when I was in my seventh standard,
All right.
just to support my family. So that was my dream till till my college fourth year in engineering.
Okay.
But in my final year of engineering, when I went for an internship, I came across a paper report saying that 30 crore people in India goes to bed empty stomach. So I connected that with my mother going to bed empty stomach, then myself going hungry many times in the night. So I thought, when there are these many people, hungry people in our own country, then I questioned what is the solution. So that time the answer was entrepreneurship. I thought if somebody could give a one quality job to my mother, she could have supported in a much better way. So I thought creating jobs is the way. And not only that, my dream at that point of time was not only I have to become an entrepreneur, but I have to make thousands and thousands of youngsters as entrepreneurs. Because I strongly felt only youngsters could change the face of the world in whatever situation it is there at that point of time.
All right, sir. And what inspires you always when you are down?
For me, I was never down. I never down. Because throughout my life, I faced struggles, and I have seen much worse situation, which made my mind, made my heart, made my soul. Resistant to all this failures or situations or anything for that matter. I've seen the worst. I've seen insult. I've come across that. I've seen very very big challenges as a kid.
Yeah.
Like, to name a few, I'll go to my class. So when I go, like, my mother will pack the previous day food. So when it is spoiled, as a kid, sitting in like five of the friends, it's very embarrassing.
Yeah.
So how to deal with that as a kid? So I dealt with that.
So you get used to
So
everything.
I just acted in front of them that I'm not hungry, and I went to my class and sat. So I that time, I thought I am able to solve the worst of the situation.
That gives you more strength.
Yeah, more confident, more strength. And my shirt was, school uniform was torn. My mother stitched it over here, I remember, in my shoulder. So I feel like everybody look at that stitching. I feel very odd, very bad. But I used to keep my bag, from when I going from the school to the home. I used to have my bag and hide it and walk. So I thought, okay, there is a way to, just deal with it. And when I was made to stand outside the class for a week or 10 days, like, even though I was a first ranker, so I said to myself that, okay, I just motivated my mind, just sitting inside the class, and is it necessary to sit inside the class to score a first rank? So the answer came no. So even by, standing outside the class, if I'm able to score the same first rank, then I'm proving myself to be great. So that motivated me, and I just learned that with the mind we can deal with any kind of situation, like that. And in my 10th standard, there was, till 10 there was no electricity, and I was scoring first rank with all these challenges. So obviously you will be down, you will be like saying what kind of life you are living. So then I told myself, okay, something said me, don't give up. So I said, okay. Then I just used my mind and thought, people with electricity, my friends, they could see everything, like, everything in their room. Yeah, even the book, they could hear the fan sound, because power is there. They could hear the AC sound, or their mother will come with boost or bonta because money is there. But me sitting in a hut with just a kerosene lamp, the lamp will give just light for just 1 feet. No boost, no bonvita, no tea, coffee. So you are saving some 20 minutes of your time. Then there is no electricity, so you just can see your book, nothing else. So you are saving. If you see the roof, it's dark. If you see the side, it's dark. So you are saving another half an hour. So I took it in a positive way that being poor is also advantageous. So use that to compete with them. Your light is dim, but your concentration is much stronger. Your time to read is much longer. So don't worry. So just compete, just fight. That was the message I had.
It was really great. You converted all your minuses into plus.
Yeah.
In the childhood trauma itself.
So how did your family react to your thing when you told you're going to do this? How did your family react?
Well, I was starting a food kitchen.
Yeah, I just to my mother I said before. I mean, my mother was working in a midday meal scheme program. She was earning somewhere around 1,500, 2,000 rupees that time. And when I went to BITS, I told her that like after 4 years, all your sufferings will be over. I'll get a job. And the moment I got a job, it was like 25,000 I got per month in Polaris software lab. So it's like almost 10, 15 times jump in our family income. And I told my mother, you don't have to work. But those two years I worked and repaid all the debts taken for my college. And also I saved some money because I had this dream to go to MBA. Because in my final year of engineering, I saw these people. I wanted to do an MBA, start a company. But I told my mother I wanted to be I wanted to earn more, not just 2 lakhs or 3 lakhs per year. I want to earn like 30 lakhs, 40 lakhs, 1 crore, 2 crore. I just told her that. And she was okay. And my mother was not behind money, but what I am saying is just to my mother, to everyone, I said like that. So that's the reason I'm quitting my job, because that's a very good, well-paid job that point of time. So I told them, and then when I went there, but I was very sure that I have to start a company. Like when I go to like after passing out of IIM. So I went when I went there. I was just looking around, and then I made up my mind. It was not easy. When your family income is zero, and you are living in a hut. To not take up a big job, like say if in India it would be like somewhere around easy 30 lakhs, and abroad if you go easy 1 crore, 1.5 crore. So when in India, if you will get like some 30 lakhs or so per year, and in when you go out of country, you will get 1 crore or 1.5 crore. And for a family with zero income living in a hut, immediately your life is going to be like skyrocketing. But I said I have to pursue my dream. If I'm just, I question one thing: what is the reason you're not going into the entrepreneurship road? Money. So before coming into IIM Ahmedabad, I was having only one aim, one thought: I have to start a company. But after coming here, since the option is there, I'm just diverting myself.
Okay.
So I told myself, money is making you lazy. Your hut was there for 25 years, no problem. There was not much income 25 years. That's not new to you. But when you come here, you are having an opportunity. And that is like diverting you from your dream. So I nearly walked the 10 kilometers in Ahmedabad, just to convince myself, just to analyze myself. Then at the end of the walk, I said myself, yeah, it's going to be tough. It's like entering a dark tunnel, but at the end of the tunnel, there is a beautiful world. If you are going to divert yourself because of the money, the comfort, right now, at any point of time in your life, you will never ever come back, because the money, the comfort is just going to increase. So you will never ever become an entrepreneur. So I said to myself, I'll not take up the first job which I got. I didn't sit for my second job or third job to increase my package. So I just said, I'm not going to take up the job. I'm just going to start a company.
Okay.
Then I started supplying free, I mean, snacks to my own batchmates. Like after the companies, they come, they do a placement presentation to join them. They give free snacks to the students, but I will supply to the company. So that's how I started my first project. From my hostel room, I'll just have chips and chocolate and like Coke and Fanta in my hostel fridge, and then I'll buy in my bike. I'll go and
In
buy
IIM
some.
itself.
I'll buy some McDonald burger, like very hot burger, like some 100 people are there, like 60 non-veg, 40 veg, like that. And I just will be outside the classroom, put my table with all 100 plates, and everybody will be shocked that my our batchmate is selling. That was very tough.
Yeah.
Egoistically,
Yeah, already saw that
very
happening
very tough.
online.
It's like, say, if you're like 30, 40 guys in your batch and one guy is just selling, serving you, it's not easy,
That too, along
because
with the gold
our
spoon
egos are
peoples.
boosted if you are doing an
Yeah.
MBA, right? So that I went past through that, and I said it's okay, not an issue. So, but that moment that was over, then like everybody got job and everybody left the campus. I was the only guy.
Okay.
Then I was looking for project. I met nearly 25 admin people, HR people for project, but nobody was ready to offer. The first question they asked is, "Do you have some experience?" Like, okay, you're an MBA, but will you be able to serve like tea, coffee, and I mean meals and chapati and dosa? How will you be able to do it? Because I'm the only guy and it's a new place and stuff like that. But there was one company out of those 25 companies, I mean, like a software company, System Plus. They said, we're ready to give the project. There were like one ma'am there, I think Nisha ma'am. So she said, we're ready to give you a project, but that project is you have to supply 80 tea and 20 coffee to our employees software.
For the idea.
Huh?
For the idea.
No, like, I mean, that's the project. I mean,
Oh, that.
that's the contract.
Oh, okay.
So that's my first business,
Okay. They knew that you are
formal.
doing that in the hostel.
That is a small opportunity. That's like a
Okay.
casual time pass thing,
Okay.
which I did in the hostel.
Mm-hmm.
But this is a real one. I mean, out of the campus, you come and you make a contract with the company and you start supplying.
Mm-hmm.
But the project is not supplying 1,000 people meals and I mean snacks and like chapati or
Yeah.
paneer butter masala or like dosa, not like that. Just 100 tea and coffee, that's it. So
Okay.
it's just like, for an IMA graduate to start from there, it was quite a thing. But I took it very positively. Everybody who was big, they started very small, and who are very very big, they started very very small.
Mm-hmm.
So I said to myself, I'm like them. So that's how I started with that. Again, I said, the ego you go. I don't care a damn for you. Let people mock. That's fine. But I'll start. So when I started like that, then the next company which I went, when they asked, like, do you have some experience? I said, yeah, I have.
Mm.
So I didn't say that I don't have an experience. That is very positive, right?
Yeah.
From the time saying no and waiting for a big project, here, like, I'm able to say that yes, I have some experience, and this is what my experience is. So that's how I started, and when they asked, where you are doing it, then I said, I'm doing in a software company.
Okay.
So software company always has that that branding and that
Branding, yeah.
aura. Any Kuppa software company also is like a software company.
Yeah.
So that I used rightfully for my marketing, and then when they asked what you do, I didn't say that I'm just supplying tea and coffee. I said I'm supplying snacks. So it sounded much better.
You used marketed yourself.
Yeah.
Yeah.
So then I got many more projects, and
Yeah.
then in Gujarat, and then I started like that.
Okay.
So it was not easy. First 1 year was very very tough. I mean, very very tough. But I didn't even take a break, not even a single day. So even though my body will be off, my mind, I never switched off for those 6 months. I mean, even the night time, like by 12:31, 12 o'clock, 12:30, I sleep off. But when I wake up morning in 6, my mind will be processing what should I do for the next day? What are the issues? What are the problems? There are times when there is no cashier. I had to go and do a cashier or service like that. So we have to, that's how a startup was like. When you start with very less money, then that's how it happens. That project I said, I mean, when I was in the hostel, I didn't have money. I just had some 2,000 rupees. With that, I started with the corporate that snacks thing. But I made lots of money over there. With no money, I made lots of money. So
Why the name Food Kings?
the companies asked me a bill. I mean, the companies and all asked me a bill. So I was just wondering what name to company name should I choose, and I just know that Burger King is there. So I was like, life is one, and why you have to be a king for only burger or dosa? And you be the king of food. So that's how I kept Food King. So that's how Food King came into being. So it was my brainchild. Like, it is my attitude, and that came as a brand name.
Okay.
And the tagline is passion to serve. So I wanted to serve. So I kept that as the tagline. So proudly I kept Food King, passion to serve. And that's how I gave the bill to them. And that's how Food King came into being.
Okay, all right.
How did you find your first customer, sir?
My first customer was that System Plus, as I said, that corporate was my first customer. And 6 months, like, see what happens is, since it's an MBA student's interview, like, I think I should say this. See, it doesn't matter if the buildings are big or small. What matters is the number of people inside. Because for you, what matters is the stomach you're serving. Not like I am like Reliance, but I have only 100 employees. You serve to me. No, that doesn't work. At the end of the day, that 100 employees will not eat. Say they will also eat only one dosa. They will not eat 10 doses, right? Even if they are Reliance employees also. So our sales is going to be only 100 doses. So initially, but for the sake of project, I took up projects like that. I was just able to meet my expenses, but I was not able to make enough money to repay the, I mean, debt, investment, and stuff like that. So I accumulated the debts for all those small projects. So my overheads was very high, and break even was not happening, including the interest and including the payments and everything. I mean, the investments and everything. So 6 months, I struggled a lot. That's why I could not sleep also. But I was very passionate. Then I had to go to Mumbai, to meet an alumni. By the time from Ahmedabad, I went to Mumbai just with 200 rupees. Can you imagine? Nobody knows. But at least 3 crore people knows me, and my brand was so good. But, whatever money, it just goes off, in investment and everything. So 200 rupees with train ticket, return train ticket, I was there, but I missed the train. So, and return train ticket is also 350 rupees. Said I just had 200 rupees. My situation was very pathetic. Night 10 o'clock. So I was just wondering, okay, then the ticket which I missed, no. So they will give refund. Some 200 rupees they gave. And this one, I had 200. So this two I put, and the ticket counter was open after 12:31, like that. I took the return ticket. Morning 6 o'clock train to Ahmedabad, 6 or 7. So another 50 rupees I was having, but I need to sleep. So I was just moving around. Then I thought, okay, let us sleep in the platform till morning 6, and then we'll board the train, and then we can sleep off in the train. And my presence was needed. Startup, lots of employee issues will be there. I have to be there to look after the operations and everything. So all those things were running in my mind. But what happened is, like, the moment I was there in the platform, the police were sending everybody out because of the terrorist issues and security issues. I was like with my bag and just in front of the Victoria terminal, I was standing with my bag and saying, do you know who am I? I'm the food king of the country, like that. And all. I was just saying myself within my mind. I am a graduate from IIM Ahmedabad. I came in papers, I came in TV and all. My mind was processing like that. I didn't want to disturb any of my friends, I am friends. I didn't want to disturb. So then slowly few people went in. Then I also went along with them nicely. I mean, like that I went, and they all sitting in the hall, and I also sat along with them. Then I picked up chat in Hindi with that fellow.
Okay.
I was just blabbering to him all my thing. I started 6 months back. I got a job. I didn't take up the job. If I take up the job, I'll not be sitting with you. Like my situation is like this, sitting in the. I had a big opportunity. Like I'm a big man. Sacrifice I did for the country. That this. I was just blabbering all my.
Okay.
Then that fellow listened to me. Then after few minutes of listening, he said, "ठीक है, ठीक है." He gave me the newspaper. Abhi so jao. You keep your bag on the head like that pillow. I was like, bloody, he was only eager on sleeping and not listening to me. I said, okay, I'll sleep. Then I kept my bag and put the newspaper and slept off.
Okay.
That time I had one question like, do you want to continue or do you want to give up? Because, like studying in IIM, sleeping on the platform along with all platform people, they are not clean, they are not, they are not, they are very almost at the end of the life,
Yeah.
So you are sleeping along with them. Do you want to continue? Do you think all these struggles are worth like that? Then I said, it's not only you are sleeping. There are other people who are sleeping along with you. So you came to the business for them. So let them sleep in their home. Then you think about yourself. So that was the message I had in my mind. Then I came back and also while coming in the train, see when you are just into the system and continuously you're working, you don't have time to take a break and think what is wrong, what is right. But that train journey was a good break for me. So I was thinking what and all right, what and all wrong. So I was just thinking and okay, close down the central kitchen. You are saving 40,000. Close down the office. You are saving another 40,000. Okay, you decentralize the kitchen. So you put this fellow here, put this fellow here. So you are saving, you are saving lots on your transport. So like that, I took lots of decision, and that saved nearly 1.5 to 2 lakhs money and per month, and that really helped to pick up the business. Then also I thought like you need a big volume, so never ever year after don't accept any small projects. Only accept if the project is big. So then I was very keen to get a project, and immediately I got a bigger project also in Rajasthan. So I went there, started. Then in Goa I got. Then I went there, started. Then in Hyderabad, then in Bangalore.
Okay.
So like that, So I was focused. That train journey gave me the break. So always in business or in life, we need to take out a break and think so far what we did right, what we did wrong, and what are the changes we got to do. Like that we need to think. Again, we have to start from scratch. Like that only I thought in when I was just graduating from IIM. I said, what is that you have done in this 20, 25, 26 years? What is that you did? You just have one certificate.
Yeah, of course.
That's all. You have one certificate.
Yes.
So I was having two certificates. That's all. So with this two certificate, we have to, start our life.
Yeah.
At the end of the 20, 22 years or my 25, 20, 25 years, what is there? That two certificate. That's all. That's what you did so far. You didn't like do anything else. You didn't help many people. You didn't provide jobs, or you didn't settle in a company and become a big job, big position or whatever. So that thought, okay, with this you're starting. Okay, you started as selling idlis on the street along with your mother. Now you have two certificates. Now you are starting your life with these two certificates. Let's see in another 25 years where you are, which position you are there. So like that, I was just making up in my mind, and I just started. So it's very important, to take a break.
Yeah. Got it. Okay, sir. Actually, in your childhood, how did you face your traumas?
See, for me, when I was in my second standard, till second, I was not a big studious guy or something, first rank, first marker. I scored first mark in one of the subject, and as I said, I face lots of issues like in food, in my dress. See, nobody will get food from me and eat, but I will get food from them and I'll eat and taste their food. But nobody will. I'll also not share my food for them to taste. So it was, very difficult thing which was going inside me, and the dress I said. So first time when I got the marks, like everybody saw me and said like, he's the first mark guy, he's the first. So that made me confident. That gave me lots of things, and I said, this is a weapon. My 7 books are my weapon to fight this world, to fight the odds. To get my pride, to get my everything. So with that's the only thing that's left, and for that I don't need money. Yeah, my mother need to pay fees, but once I get the book, I don't need money. I don't need support from anybody. Just with the book I can self read, and I can come up in I mean, I can get my recognition. So whenever I am down, obviously my studies is going to go down, and when my studies is going to go down, what will happen? I'll lose my only recognition. And if I lose that, then I know for sure my life is not worth that much.
Right.
So that kept me going, like you can't give up. You can't give up. You cannot give up at any point of time. So that was there in my mind all the point of time. So that kept me going. Even now, okay, what is there in life? So I have to like help as many people as possible, and I have to help myself, my surroundings, everything, right? So that is there in my mind. So any problem what was there, so face it. So that is, just don't go away from it, or don't get bogged down. It's not going to help you. It's only going to see. I was When I wrote my CAT exam, when I wrote for the fourth time, I was down with well fever.
Yeah. I
So
heard
when
about
I
that.
went to the hall, I said, if you think about the viral fever, all your 4 years of preparation, 4 years of your lifetime, almost 15% of your remaining lifetime will go. Right. So because I was working out max and all, no, for
Yeah.
preparation. So I was just calculating four is how many percentage like that. So if you just 1 week of IL fever taking away 15% of your life, what the hell, it's very bad. So you can't do that. You can't give up because of the IL fever. I said, what's the worst going to happen? You will faint. You will not die. So if you're not dying, then no problem. If you're fainting, what can you do? You cannot do anything. Then why worry about that? There are people, the people who are nearby, they have to worry about that. Why you are worrying? So you give your exam, focus on that. Don't focus on this. So that gives a very sharp focus on your mind, sharp focus on your purpose, everything.
You have a
So
self-mentor inside you always from the beginning of your childhood days, it seems
yeah,
like.
I keep talking to myself.
Yeah, that's a good thing.
So, can you explain your business models?
See, I'm into corporates and I'm in institution catering. So I pick up bigger projects and set up my own canteen for a contract. And then I set up my products. I put up my people, and then we run. And the thing is, like we give the best for the whatever the lowest price possible. Today, if you go to any restaurant, the price of two idlis is somewhere around 40 to 50 rupees,
Yeah.
depending on the restaurant. So, but in my same quality, same rice, same dal, maybe better quality dal I buy, better quality rice I buy, and same salary we give. But we are just charging 15 rupees for two idlis. So
Okay.
that the kind of pricing, and we offer good quality idlis for
Mm-hmm.
15 rupees. So
Like you mean a low price, higher premium quality
yeah,
strategy.
yeah.
Okay. What's a breaking point while in the journey of Food Kings?
When I got my project in Rajasthan, that was a breaking point.
Yeah.
That was the first breaking point.
Yeah, you have come up through it,
Yeah.
of course. What other factors will be impacting your business over the next years? What will be seeing that?
Gas cost, oil cost. There are then labor staff cost. Yeah.
Okay. All right. Um, what helps you to swing against the waves of ideas as an entrepreneur?
Against is like what, this food industry, then this textile industry, then this education, then this medical industry. These are all evergreen industries. So, and also in my industry, if you see, like we give a good food at a good quality to good price to say I operate in hospitals also. When you give, I interact with people. So when I interacted with the patients, they were when I got this project, the hospital project. When I went there and when I interacted with the patients, attenders and all, they were saying like we just have tea. I question why you are just having tea. That's the only thing we get at 10 rupees. 12 rupees. Rest all it's all very costly. Idli was selling at 23 rupees for 2 pieces 3 years back by the previous contractor. So you can imagine 3 years before 23 rupees, the cost of gas, oil, labor, everything was like 50% lower. That time they were selling at 23. But when I went there, like I immediately said, I'll, irrespective of the business or profit or whatever, I'm going to reduce the price. So immediately I reduced it to 15 rupees. So instead of buying a tea for 12 rupees, they could put another 3 rupees and they could have to have two idlis, two chutney and sambar. They can, you know. So that was driving me, in the business, and still I'm exploring, what best way to serve the people. So I started organic product selling, and I have some ideas. Now I'm very very focused. What should I do and what I should not do? Where I have to make a difference and where I'm not needed. And it keeps on happening, and still lots of life left. So I will work on that.
Okay.
So what will be your advice to entrepreneurs when it comes to budgets?
Budgeting, work on a day-to-day budget. Today, I mean, 30th of any month, you have one type of cost, and first of the next month you have other type of cost, because the gas price, the oil price are every day changing. I mean, the petrol cost, everything is changing. So I mean, work on a day-to-day cost. Then only one will be able to understand whether we are making profit or we are making loss. Because as a business person, you need money. You need to make money. If there is no money, then there is no business. Then you are not able to do the social work also.
Okay.
Correct.
Yeah, of course.
If the business is making losses, where will you be able to do your social? In my business, I can do social work along with business. Correct. No.
Yeah.
When I took 3 years back, they were selling only somewhere around 300 pieces of idlis. One person eating three idlis, 300 pieces. You could imagine 100 people were having.
Okay.
When I took over, and within a month or so, there were like 1,200 pieces of idlis I was selling. So 900 extra. So three pieces per person also. There are 300 people eating extra.
Okay.
Right.
Yeah.
So which means that 300 poor people are not going hungry. They are getting good quality food. They are having, consuming it. So that's the change I can do in my business. I can use my MBA knowledge and my talents, skills like that. So we have to think what is the difference we are making wherever we are, and how many people we are making. That's a very very important. That's how I got into politics also. Then I used all the things which I learned in MBA, கற்றுக்கின மொத்த வித்தையும் இறக்கின ஒரே டைம் அப்படின்னா பாலிடிக்ஸில் தான். ஸோ லைக் ஐ ஆம் த guy who introduced social media marketing and politics in India.
Oh, really?
Yeah, 2009 I introduced. I contested as an independent in, I'm an independent candidate in MP. ஸ்ட்ரைட்டாக எம்பி தான் போவேன். கவுன்சிலர் எம்எல்ஏ எல்லாம் போக மாட்டேன் அப்படின்னு ஸ்டார்ட். You can imagine a guy just out of college getting into politics, and that too MP, against all the, and politics means rowdy, politics means money, crores and crores of rupees. I didn't care. I was not afraid of any of this or any of these guys. I just used my brain, and I came fifth. I got somewhere around 3% votes, which was a big thing for an youngster as an independent. Like that. So I made a mark over there, and because of that, in 2011 MLA, there were like many youngsters who contested as independents. taking me as an example because I showed the way how you could contest. I also contested. From 3% I made my vote percentage to 6%. So I came third after the two major parties. Then not only me, I made another two people to contest.
Okay.
So like that, many things.
That wasn't a good thing. Can be. Wow. Okay. Looking back, what one thing you could like to change?
One thing I would like to change is actually, yeah, like maybe I should have focused a bit more on my business, and I should have a bit more organized because I went to business, I was into social works, I run a foundation also, and I'm into I'm in motivational speaker also. I've been to more than 2,000 functions as chief guest. Like it's one function a day also, you are spending like a few thousand of rupees, and you are like spending one day, which is like around 7 years. And life is time. I mean, time is life, and life is, is what you have very short life. If you consider anybody's life for that matter, we all live average 60 years, and out of that 20 to 23 years, we spend our time in just getting 2 degrees, right? After that,
Okay.
what we left us only 35 years, and every day, if we sleep for 8 hours, we are spending around 10, 15 years in sleeping, right? Around 12
Yeah.
years in sleeping, one third of the life we are sleeping, right? 24, we are sleeping for 8 hours, which means that what? One third of your day you are sleeping. So, which is means that whatever the 33, 35 years left, 36 years left, you are sleeping for 12 years. So, what is left is 24 years, and how many marriages you'll attend, how many deaths you'll attend. So if it is like 200, 200, another 400 days is gone, which is like around 2 years is gone into that. And you will be traveling to the office or wherever you are going. 1 hour you travel and 1 hour you travel back. So 2 hours in a day you are traveling, which means that 1/12 of your life. So 36 1/12 is somewhere around 2 years you are traveling. And apart from that, when you are taking vacation, then you will take an off. What productive life left is only 12 years or 13 years.
Of
So out
course.
of that, if I'm doing 2,000 functions, it's a very big thing. So I've spent lots of my time over there. So maybe I could have been more focused and saying them that okay, you organize a big crowd or whatever. So that one thing, maybe I could have changed, but I enjoyed my life, and that's with that experience, I'm looking forward to shape up my life from now on.
So, what is a valuable lesson you want to learn again?
Learn again.
Yeah.
Valuable lesson. Valuable lesson learn again பண்ணா அது தெரிஞ்சிருந்தா எதுன்னு தெரிஞ்சிருந்தா எப்படி லேர்ன் பண்ண முடியும்?
Okay.
Question pass. It's not a
So,
correct question. Something is valuable if I know. I would have learned that already. Then why would I learn it again?
okay.
Okay.
இதுக்கு தான் MBA படிக்கக்கூடாதுன்றது. Next
So, the
question.
biggest criticism that you have received from your journey?
Biggest criticism. I don't care. Like lots of people, when I start my company, they said, you should have taken up the job. Not lots, few people will say that. And few people, when I took a plunge in politics, they say, no, no, you should not have gone into politics. The thing is, those people who says that you should have got that job, they are putting themselves in my shoe, and they are giving their decision actually. If they are in my position, they will take up the job. That's their mindset.
Okay.
So I take up suggestions from everybody, but I take my own decision. And today, I don't regret. In my opinion, at least in the whole country, at least 5 crore people would have known me, my history, who am I, what I did. That's not a easy thing. So 5 crore people I would have impacted directly and indirectly. All these 2,000 functions I have addressed directly 20 lakh people. The max I address is 43,000, 15,000, 20,000, like that. And apart from that, I've addressed few lakhs of students online also, school students and all. So you are just creating impact in people's life. They listen to your speech, they change their life, they go to college from
Okay.
a rowdy background. So your life is worth it. Or someone in your government school, the students see me, then with my motivation, inspiration, what he thinks is, he saw, I think long back, 10 years back, he saw iPhone in my hand.
Mm-hmm.
So he dreams like I have to become like that brother, and my first phone should be an iPhone.
Mm-hmm.
So they pursue it and achieve. So these are examples I get to know when they meet me here and there. So these lakhs and lakhs of people who get more, motivated because of me, wouldn't have happened if I thought about myself. Like I have to go to a company. I will be sitting in a AC
Mm.
hall, AC cabin,
Mm.
having a big bungalow, big car, everything. Even today, I enjoy my life. I have a good car. I have a good life, no problem.
Okay.
So, what's your
So
advice for budding entrepreneurs
Graduates,
or
MBAs.
business graduates?
today, I think the challenges are many, opportunities also many. So one has to think which are the opportunities which are futuristic.
Okay.
And today it is about congregation of opportunity. Like only, there are certain areas where they are just accumulating businesses. Big people are becoming much bigger, in business. So we have to be very careful as a young entrepreneur, small entrepreneur. Where is that we could become successful? Not get into the big competition and get
Okay.
uh, smothered. Like we have to be very careful with that. And businesses are changing these days. That it's become very much online, organized. So we should not get stuck up in that.
Have you ever regret by learning MBA?
Learning MBA. Did I learn
Uh,
anything in MBA?
all right. That's a
MBA is
nice
common
answer.
sense, so
Okay.
it's one of the beautiful time of my life, and
Mm.
I made good friends,
Mm.
good professors from IIM Ahmedabad.
Okay.
So I learned what is management, what is business,
Mm.
because I come from a very humble background
Mm.
where we don't know what is business,
Mm.
we don't know what is management. All these knowledge I got from MBA in IIM Ahmedabad. So, I don't regret doing an MBA. So,
Okay. What are all hobbies?
hobbies I like to drive.
Okay.
I drive very good. Self driving. I
Mm-hmm.
drove like from here to Goa at least 15 times. I've
Mm-hmm.
went there, up and down. Then I
Okay.
like to read books sometimes, and I like to, yeah, go to lots of natural places
Okay.
by going by my own. Driving car and
All
stuff like
right.
that.
Since you have faced many struggles in childhood, what did you miss?
No, I don't regret.
You don't regret that one.
I don't regret about anything.
Okay.
I
Whatever
don't
has
care.
happened is all for good.
I don't care a damn for anything. I'm happy.
Really.
I'm happy whatever is happening. I take it as it happens. If I wanted to change the course of life or change myself, I definitely change. I'm beyond all these things: money, comfort, materialistic stuff, and everything. See, once you see the toughest part of life, right? So you don't worry for anything. It's not one day or 2 day. It happened for nearly 20-25 years. So again and again, when you face through that, it's like a davam.
Mm.
It becomes a davam, and it really get into your each and every cell of your body.
Okay.
So as I said, with my mind, I just bypass all those things. So I don't regret. See, sometime, but one thing is for sure, like I think, if what if you have to again start your life from the slum in Chennai selling idlis, do you think you will go to this level? I say no.
Okay.
There is no way, because there are lots of things. Not only me, my
Mm.
mother sacrifices there.
Mm.
I'm just a small part. First, my mother should think that with this thing, I have to put my child in a school. This is starting from there. And also, there are lots of people who have helped me for food, for note, for pen, for pencil. There for fees. all these come together, then only I'm able. Then one of my friend in my school come and say that for your mark you'll get bits planning. So again the same thing will happen in your life, may not happen.
Yeah.
If I hear bits spelling first time, then I apply for that. It's all an event which is happening. So in that sense, I think I got a very beautiful life. My story is there in third standard CBSE book,
Yeah.
and my story is there in lots of university books, BBA, MBA, and there are lakhs of professors and fathers, and no, lots of people, lakhs and lakhs of people. Wherever I go, they say, "I've spoken about you 100 times, 200 times in my college, in my school, like that." So what else you want in life?
That's your point. Where did you feel complete?
Yeah. But
That's
yes,
nice,
of course,
actually.
my dream is to see a hunger-free India.
Yeah.
That I am yet to see. So I wanted to work towards that, but there are lots of challenges. You have your business, you
Yeah.
have local challenges, then you have your family challenges, you have your life, your own challenges.
Okay.
Then you have to think about your country also. So, but I'm having a long journey from now on. I'm sure, like I will, if God, if my mother's blessings has helped me so far, I'm very hopeful that it will help me in the future as well.
Okay, so and that's how we are at the end of the interview.
Okay, thank you.